day 9. I'm pretty sure it's day 9 of the Neopies for 2026. So let's get to voting. Teekly, I had to customize so I could get a code stone. So ignore Teekly. Teekly needs to tell me what customization I can make for Teekly. That's what I need from Teekly right now. Anyways, let's get into it. Let's get into the 14th annual Neopies. Let's be judgmental. Let's reminisce on how little I remember from the year I've been doing this YouTube thing. And our best pet color. Okay. Okay, TNT heard me yesterday say that they went through all of the good little categories and they said here's a little something something for a girl JCG DoubleCee. So, we have the Relic Scorchio, Halloween Ogren, Blueberry Mirka, and Candy Techo. So I will be breaking these down in two parts, both by the pet and the color. Whenever I talk about the new pet colors, that's usually how I break it down. If you have an abundance of time on your hands and you care about Neopets in the slightest, I have two videos. They're some of the oldest videos on my channel, and that is where I rank both Neopet species and Neopet colors. So the people that have studied that professionally, you probably already know how I'm feeling about these colors. In addition, I probably talked about them when I recapped Neopet news. So let's get into it. Relic Scorchio. I like Relic. I like Relic. There's more good Relic than bad Relic. And Scorchios are perfectly fine. They're not a top tier Neopet to me, but they're better than a lot of other species out there. They're better than like a Yerbil. Sorry to the Yerbil heads. And I had a Scorchio, and I usually have a soft spot for Neopet species that I once had. I like Relic Scorchio. It's not ooh wow fantastic, but it's solid. I'm always gonna love a Relic, and I'm not offended by a Scorchio. Halloween Ogren. If we start with the species for Ogrens, I really love one specific Ogren, and the others are there. I have zapped Ogrens in the lab ray, but they've always it's lasted for like a day or two. And then Halloween, I like for the clothes. Halloween's a perfectly fine paint. I'm assuming it's popular. I think people like Halloween. But this is little head, the little flaming pumpkin head. And I like it enough. Two things that I'm not super duper high on, both color and species, but it works. Blueberry Mirka. Mirkas I don't love. Now, Mirkas are some of the more acceptable of the round Neopet species. I am not a fan of a round creature, a round character. Don't love them. And then Blueberry is interesting because that's usually something you would get from a Chia. Chia's one of the greatest Neopet species, and they usually have the exclusive fruit and vegetable. But TNT decided now Mirkas want some of the fun, so we have a Blueberry Mirka. This is probably one of my favorite Mirkas with the blueberry and the tail, and it's very floral, and I like the Blueberry Mirka. I love a fruit or vegetable Chia, so if you take that concept and add it to a Mirka, it could be hit or miss. But I think because I like Mirkas the best out of the round spherical pet species, that I can tolerate this one. And then finally we have Candy Techo, where I love a Techo. Techo is a top 5 Neopet species. I think more people need to appreciate the Techo. They are fantastic. I don't see a lot of love for them. I want more. I want everyone to go out there and create a Techo. Tony Hawk Pro Skater wants some more Techo representativity. And then Candy's fine. I don't really love any Candy Neopet, but I love a Techo. So I already know what I'm voting for. I would love to know what you all voted for, because I feel like we could this might get a little rough, you know? I can't think of any new pet species because I'm bad at this YouTube thing. I hope you all know that I am trying. Am I trying my hardest? No. Am I giving 100%? No. But just off the dome, off the brain, there had to be some Valentine's Day species that released. I guess nothing spectacular with like an Aisha, because now I'm thinking like, what are the popular species? Would like the popularity of like a Varwolf not come through here? What is another species that everyone likes? People like loops, right? Was there not a new like Darrigan something? So again, very interesting that these are the best pet colors. I stand behind Blueberry Mirka needing to be on the ballot. But now it's like, do I go on jellyneo and check what the new ones are? What are some ones that recently released? I don't know. I don't have that information. I don't feel like scrolling through jellyneo at this moment, so I won't do that. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Relic. I'm gonna go with Relic Scorchio. I will, and then know that I don't hate any of these. Know that I don't hate any of these. As for the winner, I can't tell you who's gonna win. I think Tecco may be in the running for last place, even though I love the Tecco. I think Scorchio may be in the running for third or fourth. I want to say it's going to go Blueberry Mirka, then Halloween Ogren, and then Relic, and then Candy. But it could be anything. What do I know? You know? So I'm voting for Relic. Even though I love a Tecco, I love the Blueberry concept on a Mirka, and I love one specific Ogren. So let's submit my vote and see what background I get today. I get a Valentine Plumpy in a gray gothic school jacket. Cool. More stuff that will rot in my safety deposit box. Now, more on the ballot. Best styling studio item. Cool. So we have Blooming Woodland, Baby Fairy, Valentine Plushie, an Ethereal Void. Styling Studio kind of replaced Unconverted Pets. So you can go into the Styling Studio and Umbra will use their artistic ability to paint your Neopet. And a new thing that happened, I think that started off this year, that they didn't have when they first introduced the Styling Studio concept, is you can now do like a cross paint of sorts. So usually Valentine and Plushie, as example, would be two separate things. You can either paint your pet Valentine, you can paint him Plushie, or with your UC you could have a Valentine one or a Plushie one. But because Neopets loves money, as they are a business and profit comes first, they thought the people will pay to combine them together. So we have Valentine Plushies where they're like the plushie style but the Valentine paint on top. Same with Baby Fairy. They are the baby pets with fairy wings. Blooming. You see what I'm saying. And you probably already know this. I know the least amount of information on Neopets, yet I'm the one over here talking about it. I think, in my heart, I'm voting for Valentine Plushie. Just to get that out of the way, I love the Valentine paint color. Baby Fairy might be up there. Is something that's popular. Just because I know Baby and Fairy are popular, but then Valentine and Plushie are also popular. I'm voting for Valentine because I like the pink heart. Baby Fairy I think are going to be popular, and then the other two are going to be the bottom. I think the Void will be in last place because I think everyone is both tired of the Void, but also we need the Void to come back so I can get them Codestone drops. And I just kind of want the Void paintbrush. Kind of just want to get it, put it in the prize pool. What if we wrap this Void plot up by the end of 2026? What if we did that? Then Blooming Woodland I enjoy. I'm not sure how much everyone else will, so I'm voting for Valentine Plushie. I think that'll be in the top 2. But let's submit. And I get an Evening in the Glade foreground, which I feel like that was an Illison prize a while back, right? Back when you could choose between Illison and Judora. And then the remote control Hearst toy, that was from 2024's trick-or-treat adventure, because one of the trick-or-treat bags was the dead chia, and y'all's lost your minds because TNT was tired of y'all putting the dead chia in the chat, and so then they gave y'all the dead chia to kind of calm everyone down, and then they stopped doing the live recap Q&A AMAs. So there we go. I probably both of these sitting in my safety deposit box. I probably do. So that's cool. Now we get to go and judge winners. My favorites. Probably my second favorite part. My favorite part is going through all the ballots. It is. And everything else is second. Winners announced. What category was today? If we scroll, we did plot comic, we did avatar, species specific outfit. Okay. So we had the Drake outfit, the Jub Jub outfit, the Ogren outfit, the traffic cone chia. And by the outline, I can already tell that no one listened to me. You all aren't listening to me. Okay. Everyone sit down. Everyone sit down. The Jub Jub outfit is the winner at 36%. At 29% is a Duskblade Drake outfit. At 20%, the Fabled Ogren outfit. And at 15% symbol is the outfit that was supposed to be the winner, the safety cone chia. So what's happening? Because I told you all to vote for the chia, because chias are fantastic. It's a safety cone. The safety cone has hair. This is fun and whimsical. Why is it in last place? The Drake and the Ogren look similar to me. I'm not a customization girly, but they look similar. But you all like is it because you like a Drake more than you like an Ogren? Because that's speciesist? Because those are the same little outfit. And then for the dumpling Jub Jub, I thought we all hated Jub Jubs. Because I know I don't like the Jub Jub. With their feet. Is it because the dumpling container is hiding the feet of a Jub Jub? This barely count. This could be a chia. This could be a Mirka. You all voted for it because you hate Jub Jub so much, and this outfit transforms the Jub Jub. Okay. All right. Thank you for speaking. Because that changes my mind. If we're voting on what outfit changes the species the most because we hate the species originally, and we just a little jump scare whenever we see a Jub Jub, it makes sense that the dumpling won. The dumpling's cute. I'm not hating on the dumpling, but the chia. But you know what? Y'alls can have all the Jub Jubs in the world. I hope everyone who went against me in the voting gets a Jub Jub added to their count randomly that they can't get rid of. Meanwhile, me and the chias, we're over here. I don't need to be popular. I don't need to be liked. Me and she at 15%. Whatever. We're gonna go look cute over here. The best NC baby item, I wouldn't know what the winner was. So 35% coming in as a winner is a Var Wolf. At 30% is the Kawaii contacts, 24% the oversized glasses, and 13% the Kawaii school outfit. I think I'm underestimating how much people like Var Wolves. It's a baby Var Wolf, so that's cool to the right people. What am I learning? When I tell you all to vote for something, I can't trust you all to go out there and vote, as we see with the chia. I also don't understand babies or Var Wolves or the NC portion of the Neopies. So there we go. A little bit of heartbreak, a little bit of fun voting for things. Let me know what you voted for. I guess I can't call for voter fraud. And the one time I did try to get you all to vote for the chia, it didn't work. But let me know what you voted for, what prizes you're getting, how's everyone going, how's everything happening. And You all need to explain yourself with the jub. Because it's a species specific outfit, so you have to have the jub to make it look like the dumpling. Which, are there more jub lovers out there? Because this is not a jub friendly space, so I get if you want to like not say anything. The jub people, the Kiko people, the Yerbil heads, Minshis, ooh, can't stand a Minshi. I get that this isn't a space where you're gonna feel comfortable speaking up, but how many of y'all have jubs? Because that's gonna make me look at the Neopets community differently. That's wild. 30s, and then Chias get less than 15% for the safety cone Chia. It's okay. It's okay. A year ago or whatever, when I made my species ranking video, I knew I was going to be fighting for my life with the Chias, because you all hate Chias, which is weird. You also all hate Grundos. I love Grundo. So it's just me and my unpopular Neopet species opinions against the world. Me and the safety cone Chia that I don't have. 10 out of 10. There we go. A little flabbergasted. The jub got 36%. Like, okay, that's fine. That's fine. It is perfectly fine. Let me know what you voted for. Nothing new happening over here. And what do I get to see? Okay, so tomorrow we're gonna get to see the best NC item and then the best NP item. And yeah, that'll be fun. Or it won't be. Who knows? You guys are gonna vote against me, which is fine. Have a good one. Have a fun one. Have a safe one. Have a calm one. Have a day that you need. That sounds odd when I phrase it like that. But all good vibes. All good vibes, except for everyone that voted against the Chia. I'll see you later. Bye.